Yes, sir. Duke is never the underdog. Yes, sir. Duke is never the underdog. Final Four not. Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna do the speed round.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to answer as fast as possible. So in our group chat, our 2015 group chat, who talked the most in our group chat? Who was the most active of our group chat?
Q.
Facts. He's not lying. I'm talking all day, man. I'm talking trash. I'm getting it spicy. I'm starting some stuff. I remember I used to tell Grayson and Rasheed, like, man, y'all go at each other today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I used to try to, because that's what Tyler and like Seth, that's what they used to do to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler, like I go in a group chat, like, hey, Quinn, I'm about to kill you today. You know what I'm saying? Seth, like, Q, you ain't scoring today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my older guys taught me that. So when I became the OG of the group,
You were great at that.
I always wanted to kind of make things competitive, you know?
Yeah, you were great at that. I remember our first practice. I don't know if you remember.
What happened?
It was you, she, maybe Shimmy, Marshall, maybe probably Matt, and it was me, Grayson, Justice, Tyus, and Obi. And I think you hit a three to start the scrimmage, or Rasheed hit a three. One of y'all did, but you said, "Get these little up out of here." And then from there, I was on Grove.
He was on it.
I was on Grove, and we ended up being on that with y'all.
Yeah, y'all was on that.
We went crazy that game.
Y'all was on that, and that's the thing. Like, that's the kind of respect. You know what I'm saying? For example, if me and you don't build that relationship, you know what I'm saying, prior, I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't have said that. But I was trying to challenge y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see, like,
Yeah.
what's up with y'all?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but like, you
For
know,
sure,
like, because we're going to be in them battles.
Yeah.
We're going to be in them battles. We're going to be on the road at Wisconsin against a, you know, returning Final Four mob. You know what I'm saying? Against the, you know, preseason player of the year. You know, that's smoke. That's smoke. And then for me, like, we ain't never really do good on the road, like, prior to. You know what I'm saying? Like, my freshman year, Big Ten ACC, we lost to Ohio State big. You know, like I've lost on the road, so like that Wisconsin game was big, and but it started in there, and it was always respectful. Nothing really left. Nothing ever left the gym.
the court. No,
you know
never did.
So
Never did.
stuff like that. What you remember about that Wisconsin game? Because we got that viral moment. I got that pass to you for the dunk. Obviously, Stones was Stones. Justice was dunking. Everybody was hooping. And, you know, I got the viral clip. You know, Duke is never the underdog.
Yep.
But they play 4 times a year when Duke is the underdog and we always win. I don't even know why they keep doing that. But,
Right.
What you remember about the Wisconsin game, bro?
The first memory that comes to mind with the Wisconsin game is that moment we had after the game when you said Duke is never the underdog, because that kind of stayed with me like the rest of the season, like the type of mode that we were in.
Yeah.
And then just our composure we had throughout the entire game. I don't feel like we ever felt rattled or nervous to be in their gym against a really good team. So those are the two things, that I remember.
What teammate was the funniest?
So many funny guys. It got to be between you or Millie.
Millie.
You or Millie. Yeah, it's between you or Millie.
Yeah. Millie was always turned.
Always.
Millie was always turned.
Always, 100%.
Who would you give the ball to down 2 and we needed a bucket? I think that's the obvious answer.
Tyus Stones.
Stones. You saying that, I mean, you seen him do that, you know, most of your life, right?
For sure.
Yeah, you weren't surprised. I was surprised, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like, not in a bad way. Like, I doubted him, but like, to be, I don't know, bro. Like, to be a freshman doing the things y'all was doing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, was remarkable. And y'all acted like it was regular. Like, what y'all was doing wasn't regular, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the level, though. Like, that's the level that, you know what I'm saying, y'all brought to the team. What's another, you know, game, you know, that you remember, you know, about that 2015 year?
St. John's game was really fun to win. Coach K's 1,000.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. That was a comeback win in Madison Square Garden. That was definitely one of my favorites. The game at Louisville.
Yeah. That was lit.
Yeah, but I'll say St. John's is probably the one.
St. John's was lit. What do you remember most about, you know, preparing for the tournament and when we got to March, like, you know, our bracket and, you know, our matchups and, you know, like, what do you remember most about, you know, because obviously, you know, you wanted to play in a tournament your whole life, right? Like, you wanted, you know, to cut down the nets, you know.
For sure.
Like, what do you remember about, you know, us getting ready for the tournament?
I remember we had just lost to Notre Dame in the ACC tournament, and after that loss, Coach brought us into the locker room, and he wasn't mad. None of us were mad. He had told us that we were going to win the national championship, and he had us envision the scenery once we got back to campus after winning the championship with like the police escort and the parade and everything.
Yeah.
So he had us doing that after we lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So when it was time for the tournament, my only thought was national championship. Yeah. And I think that's was the thoughts on everybody else too, everybody else's mind.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this, but I got the credit for this, but it really started with you. We went to the Tower for Selection Sunday, and we obviously ate. You know, we watched, you know, what seed we would be. Yeah. You know, did the whole thing. Coach talked to us after, and it was a Sunday. And we drew, you know, the 1 seed, obviously. We're all happy. And I'm driving. I'm taking you back to the dorm. And you was like, bro, like, let's go to the gym. Like, so I'm all right, bet. Come on, let's go. So I'm thinking it's going to be, you know, just me and you, like us two in the car. And you had text the group chat, like, man, everybody come to the gym. And we did 5-on-0. Like, you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
We did 5-on-0. Like, it wasn't like a practice.
For sure.
But, like, we talked.
Yeah.
We got, like, some shots, like some spot shots and, you know, transition shots. And we did 5-on-0 for, like, 10 minutes. But, like, you know, you putting that together. Like, you remember that?
I remember it now. I forgot about it. I haven't thought about that.
We did that after Selection Sunday.
I forgot all about that.
Like, what made you, you know, take that initiative? And you a freshman. You know what I'm saying? Like, freshmen don't do that. I was telling Big Cam yesterday when we were hooping, like, you know, don't wait to lead. Like, I use you. Like, Ja used his voice. Ja used his presence. Like, what made you, you know what I'm saying, like, be the leader in that moment?
I'm not even sure. I think I was just thirsty. Yeah. I think I was just thirsty to get the tournament started.
That's a hype moment, bro. Like, little stuff like that. Like, making the tournament is lit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Being a number 1 seed is lit. But, I like, stuff like that. Like, obviously, people probably don't even know that happened. But, yeah, I was big. I mean, we all did that. Another moment for me, bro, like, I knew we was going to win the championship. Honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. We had many, like, moments that year, like, where, like, I felt, but I knew we were going to win it when y'all threw me a surprise party for my birthday at my house.
Oh, yeah.
After the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Nolan went to the mall. Y'all already had y'all situations set up. I came back to the crib. Y'all surprised me. I was like, yeah, we about to win this. Like, it ain't no, I mean, because 18, 20-year-olds, they ain't doing that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and I done been on 3 teams, you know, prior to that, and we were all close, but not like that. But was that one of the closest teams you ever been on?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, especially for us to only be together 1 year. I definitely haven't gotten closer with the group than I did with that group in 1 season. Yeah.
What you remember about the Final Four?
I remember being in Indianapolis, which wasn't too far from Chicago, so I had a lot of people around. I just remember being in that huge arena playing with so much open space, like behind the backboard, and trying to get justice to that. We had played in that type of environment a few times, but that joint was huge. Yeah. The Michigan State game, obviously the Wisconsin game, but my favorite part was definitely the celebration after on their court, embracing everybody and sharing that moment. Yeah,
I remember, you know, like how locked in we was. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the room, like there's a lot that comes with the Final Four. You know, everybody wants to be around. You know, you got more ticket requests, you get more calls, you get more messages. But I remember how locked in we were. Like, we went to the players' lounge a little bit, like with the team, but we kind of stayed in the room.
For sure.
We was watching hoop. You know what I'm saying? We really was just locked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was like, man, we'll worry about the other stuff later. We get these 2 wins. You know, being in that game against Wisconsin, like, you know, I think me and you probably had the best seasons that year being All-Americans, but like we individually didn't have our best games. Yeah. But obviously our team, you know, it's a team thing. Like, what do you remember most about the Wisconsin game?
Grayson always stands out. His energy in the game, what he brought. Emil also does,
Yep.
how he changed the game, specifically defensively.
Yep.
I also remember foul trouble, getting in foul trouble with me that game. Something I always think about. And then Shire being with me on the bench because he saw that I was frustrated.
Yeah.
I remember Shire just talking to me while I was on the bench with foul trouble, just telling me like, stay locked in, stay locked in. We're gonna need you to finish the game. And obviously, I had the and one and offensive rebound within like the last minute or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I always credit that to Shire for making sure that I was staying
Yeah.
mentally engaged. But yeah, those are some of the
those
memories.
two buckets. Tyus' shot put the game away, but for me, just being in the game, like the and one was really, really big, obviously. But when you got the offensive rebound and put back, that's when I kind of was like, all right, we get 2 more stops. I think it's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when you processing the game. You know what I'm saying? When you win a game, but no, those two buckets were just as big, and obviously Stones, does what Stones does. I remember Justice. Flying around the court, Grayson flying around, Matt taking the assignment on Decker, Emil and Marshall taking the assignment. When you got in foul trouble on Kaminsky, total team effort, right? And all we preached was, 8 is enough. 8 is enough.